Let's talk about a composer who was wildly popular during his lifetime, almost entirely forgotten after the First World War, and who has been recently rediscovered. Samuel Coleridge-Taylor was a British composer born in 1875 to a white English mother and a mixed-race father from Sierra Leone. Born in one of the worst slums in London, his father, the doctor, had been forced out of the British medical profession due to racism there and returned to Africa not knowing Coleridge-Taylor's mother was pregnant. Coleridge-Taylor's family eventually made it out of the suburbs, and his musical mother exposed her children to the arts, even naming her son after the British poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Predictably, Coleridge-Taylor faced racism from an early age. In primary school, he was called Coley by his classmates, and his hair was even set on fire. Despite this fact, his talent was undeniable, and he attracted the likes of Edward Elgar, one of Britain's top composers. At age 23, he wrote his first smash hit, Hiawatha's Wedding Feast. A sprawling cantata scored for 1,000 performers on the stage, dancing, singing, and playing, and he sold out the Royal Albert Hall night after night for almost a year. In 1904, he had become so famous that Theodore Roosevelt offered him a tour of the White House, and yet pervasive racism was still a roadblock in his life. Lucky for him, though, he found allies who could help shield him against discrimination. When conducting in New York, only 2 musicians of the orchestra decided not to perform. Terrible, but nonetheless surprising given the time. He died at the young age of 37 after a bout of pneumonia, which may have been caused by his poverty and overworked lifestyle. The laws at the time were such that he was not given royalties for even his most successful pieces, but his death inspired governmental discussions around performing rights and royalties, leading to more favorable laws for artists. Thankfully, the public is waking up to the fact that a real master of the Romantic period has been neglected, and pieces like the Ballade in A minor, the Violin Concerto, and the Novelletten for strings are starting to reappear in the concert hall.